Okay, guys, good evening and welcome to your marketing and commerce management class for today. Today, we will be addressing two matrices. The first one is called the Eisenhower matrix. Is it like this? Eisenhower matrix. Of course, Eisenhower, the name of the person that proposed this matrix many years ago. Eisenhower. And this matrix is used to compare two different variables. The first one, well, let's write down the axis first. As usual, we're going to use the x, the y axis or vertical axis like this, and also the x or horizontal axis like this. And first of all, we're going to define which variable is going to be measured in each axis. Right? This axis, the vertical axis, is going to measure that variable importance, right? Importance. Okay, and the horizontal axis is going to measure the variable urgency. Okay, so this axis measures what's important, and this one measures what is urgent, right? And we're going to, as usual, we're going to divide the each axis in half. Okay, so we find a middle point in the x-axis and also a middle point in the vertical axis like this. And we as well draw these lines parallel to each axis like this. And as usual, we find four different quadrants with different names. But let's first say that the urgency variable, we can take two values. Okay, from the beginning until here is going to be not, okay, not urgent. Here is not. And then from the middle until the end is going to be called very. Okay. And the same happens for the variable importance. From the beginning until the middle, going to be called not. And from the middle until the end is going to be called very. So not important, very important, and not urgent, very urgent. Okay, so let's write first the definition for each quadrant, and after that we can find the name for each quadrant. Right? So the definition for this one is going to be not urgent. This one as well is going to be not urgent. Someone is screaming out there. How loud people can be. Not urgent, and these two are going to be very, right? Very urgent. Very urgent, and this one also very urgent. digits. Okay, and the variable importance is going to be here, very important. Very important here as well, very important. Okay, and for this two is going to be not important, and as well not important, not important. And not important. Please open the door. Thank you. Not important. Okay. So I forgot to say, this matrix is used to classify tasks. Okay. The purpose of, well, the main purpose for this matrix is to classify tasks. Okay. We can do a task classification. Task classification. Okay, and this matrix, the Eisenhower matrix, also receives another name. Their name is the time management matrix. Okay, another name for this matrix is the time management matrix. Yeah. Okay, so what we do at the beginning is we find all the tasks that we perform within our company, and then we classify all the tasks in this matrix. Okay, so those tasks that are not urgent and not important, those tasks, I mean that quadrant, the name for that quadrant or those tasks is delete. Delete. Okay, those tasks not important, not urgent, we need to delete from your list. Okay, delete. Those tasks that they are very urgent and very important, the name of the quadrant is going to be do. You need to do those. Do. Okay, do. Really important to do those tasks. Very important, very urgent, do those tasks. Okay. This one here is not urgent, but very important. You need to schedule. Okay. Schedule. You need to make a plan to do that later. Schedule. Okay. You need to plan and do it later, but do it. Right? Schedule. And these ones that are really urgent but not important, those you need to delegate. Okay, you need to make someone else to do those tasks. Delegate. Okay, so according to Eisenhower, there are 4 types of tasks. The ones you schedule to do later, the ones you do right now, right here. The ones you delete, that means you don't perform those, okay? And the ones you delegate, you ask someone to perform those because you don't want to do it or you don't have the expertise to perform these ones. because they are urgent as well. Are very important for you. Okay. The delegate. This is the first matrix we're going to be studying today. Is this things recording? What's here? Because my boss is going to ask me for these recordings. You know him? Julian Buchel. Nice guy. Very nice. No, I mean, he's nice. Okay, guys. The second matrix we're going to be analyzing this evening, the name is the effectiveness versus efficiency matrix. Okay, effectiveness. A long word, effectiveness versus efficiency. Okay, and this matrix was proposed by a person that is called Stephen Covey. Who proposed Stephen? Stephen Covey was the person who proposed this matrix. And again, we draw the two axes, okay? Horizontal and vertical axis. Just like that one. Okay? Let me draw. Yeah, the y axis like this. And the x axis like this. And also, we're going to define two different variables that are going to be measured in each axis. All right, the horizontal axis measures the variable effectiveness. Okay, effectiveness. Effectiveness, okay, and the vertical axis measures the variable efficiency, right? Okay, and we again do the same. We find that the middle point in the each axis. Yes, and we draw the line that divides in half each axis like this to find again 4 quadrants, and it's basically the same arrangement we do every time here in this class. Okay, but for different variables, of course. Okay, well, the horizontal axis, which measures effectiveness, measures first low effectiveness, and here, of course, high effectiveness. Okay. And for the vertical axis, here, from the beginning until the middle part, we measure low efficiency. And from the middle part until the end is going to be high efficiency. Okay, so well, before we continue doing the metrics, let's define what is efficiency and what is effectiveness, because those two are really different. Someone wants to try a definition for efficiency and effectiveness in Spanish, if you guys want. The difference between effectiveness and efficiency in Spanish.
Pues eficiencia no es como el que usa los recursos como, sí, o sea, por ejemplo, en el Sí, bien los usa correctamente. Por eso
Good.
ponen un ejemplo del bombillo ahorrador frente al bombillo convencional.
Okay. Good use of resources. For which one? Efficiency.
Ciencia.
Eficiencia.
And
Effectiveness, sí, es como
Diríamos
que,
como por el tiempo, ¿no?
sí, como que lo hace ya
Rápido.
Okay. So do things quickly, you say? And also using good your resources. Doing good use of resources, but doing it quickly. Okay, this one is efficiency. And effectiveness. You guys, in Spanish, you want or English? Effectiveness, what is it? What's the definition? You can say it in Spanish.
Sí, es que se
Okay, try Italian.
Cuando uno habla de un porcentaje de efectividad, es como ese porcentaje de éxito, sí, como de hacerlo bien.
That is correct. That's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Is how much you achieved your goal. In what percentage you achieved your goal. It's going to be effectiveness. But well, the definition is doing the right things. Okay, a definition for effectiveness is going to be more like more sharp. It's going to be doing the right things. Okay, doing the right things. Doing the right things. Okay, according to Mr. Covey definition, effectiveness is doing the right things. Okay, and efficiency is going to be doing things right. Okay, doing things right. Okay, because the difference, doing the right things is like choosing which things to do. Okay, and doing right. Okay, choosing the right things to do. Okay, and this one is doing these things but doing it right. Okay, that's the difference. For the author or the matrix, those are the definitions for effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, but the ones you guys said are incorrect. Okay,
And
in English, please.
uh,
Yes, you can do it. You can do it. Try it in English. Just for a while.
so the efficiency is the way,
The way you do it. Okay.
and
How
the
good?
effectiveness is the result.
Effectiveness, well, yes, but for the author, for Stephen Covey, effectiveness is choosing the right things to do. Okay? Which things are you choosing to do? Okay, the right things to do. And efficiency is doing those things right. Okay, that is the definition. Okay, guys, excellent. So let's write here the definition first, and then we're going to find the name for each quadrant. Okay, so in this one right here is going to be low effectiveness. Okay, low effectiveness. Also in this one, it's going to be low effectiveness. Okay, for these two, are going to be high effectiveness. And also here, high effectiveness. Okay, and for the variable efficiency, let's also write the definition in each quadrant. For these two, it's going to be high efficiency.
Oh my gosh. I just.
You guys keep your ears here in class now. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. High efficiency. And also here, high efficiency, right? High efficiency. Efficiency. And for these two quadrants are going to be low efficiency in both. Low efficiency. And here as well, low efficiency. Okay. Okay, so after we have already defined the four quadrants, let's find out the name for each of those. The first one, in which we find low, two variables low efficiency and low effectiveness. The name for that quadrant is poor performance. Okay, and it's poor performance. That means that that person or that manager or that team is doing everything wrong because they choose the wrong things to do and they are doing those wrong as well. Okay, they're doing all bad, all wrong. Okay, poor performance. Okay, the opposite situation is going to be this one here with a high efficiency and high efficiency. The name for that quadrant, that's rated in green, is going to be peak performance. Okay, do you guys all know what peak means? Okay, peak performance. Okay, it's the best performance. Okay, and that means that that team or that manager they're doing all good. Okay, because they pick the right things to do and they are doing those things right. Okay, peak performance. Okay, the other two quadrants, in this case, we can find low effectiveness but high efficiency. That one is called wasted efforts. Okay. Efforts. Okay. They are wasting their efforts because they are doing right a thing they don't have to do. Okay, basically they pick the wrong thing to do, but they're doing that thing correct, good. Okay, with a good performance. Okay, so they're wasting their efforts basically. Okay, and the last quadrant here we find high effectiveness but low efficiency. Okay, high effectiveness but low efficiency. That quadrant is going to be called lost opportunities. Okay? The trend in red, so lost opportunities. Lost. Okay. That means that group of people, that team or that manager, they are doing the right things. They pick the right things to do, but they are doing those wrong. Okay, so they are losing opportunities. Okay, they pick the right things to do, but they are doing those things not that good. Okay, opportunities. It's clear.
Yes.
This one.
Yes, it is.
The opportunities. It is the one right. That side is clear as well. Okay, so Eisenhower and Stephen Covey, clear. The third thing we're going to be reviewing this evening is going to be another development of this guy, Stephen Covey. And he proposed a list of things that he called the 7 habits for highly effective people. Okay. Stephen Covey also proposed 7 habits. Okay. And he called those the 7 habits for highly efficient or effective, doesn't effective, for highly effective people. Effective. Right, so this guy, Stephen Covey, he proposed these papers and also proposed a list of 7 habits or 7 key things to do to be a highly effective person, basically. Okay, the first thing that Covey thinks we need to do to be effective is the first one is be proactive. Okay. Be proactive. Proactive. What is the definition of proactive in Spanish? The definition, not the translation. I didn't say the translation, I said the definition.
¿Para qué?
Que hace más de lo que
Exacto.
Proactive.
Sí, yes.
Well, yes, it's a person that react, okay, that keep an eye in what he or she did before and follows the action that were the result of what he or she did before. Okay, okay, could be called also the keep an eye or focus on your cycle of influence. Okay, the definition could be keep an eye of your cycle of influence. Like this. Keep an eye on your cycle of influence. Okay, keep an eye on your cycle of influence. Okay, so check the people you influence with your actions. Okay, and keep an eye on it. Yes? Understand?
Yes.
It's understood? Okay, the second habit that Stephen Covey proposes for this topic is begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Okay? Begin with the end in mind. That means you need to keep an eye in the outcome of the thing you do. Okay, the goal, clear. Is it clear for you?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Of course, keep an eye in the goal you want to achieve after you do many things. After that, the goal is going to be clear in your mind from the beginning, okay? Some things you need to know, guys, to understand better is the second habit is how, well, need to define how are you going, how you want to be remembered. How you want to be remembered. And another key question you need to ask yourself to perform this second habit is what I want to achieve. Okay, what I want to achieve. Want to achieve. Okay, the third habit that Covey proposes is called first things first. First things first. Okay, and this third habit in Covey's list refers directly to the Eisenhower matrix. Okay, first things first. Okay, so you need to perform first these things. Okay, then these things, then these things, and then these things do not perform. Okay, so this third habit in Covey's list refers directly to the Eisenhower matrix. Okay. The fourth habit that Covey lists in the link is this, is think win-win. Or is think win-win. Think win-win. Remember when we studied negotiation? Same thing, think win-win, okay? So, yeah, the idea is to perform relationships with collaborations, okay? So try to establish relations with collaboration. Okay, the fifth, right here, fifth one. Fifth habit that COVID mentions is going to be seek first to understand. Seek first to understand. Okay, and then to be understood. Okay, and then to be understood. It's clear? You need to put all effort first in understand other people, and then make sure that they understand you. But secondly, okay, the first thing you need to do is to try to understand them first. Okay, and then after you understand them, you make sure that you understand them. Okay, no. Is that correctly? Okay, yes, first you understand and then make them understand me. That's correct. The sixth step or habit that Kobe proposes, the name is synergy. Synergy. Pretty close to this one actually. The win-win and synergy is pretty much the same, but the main difference between synergy and the win-win is that this win-win, you try to create that win-win relationship with other stakeholders, okay? With providers, with clients, with I don't know, with your chain of distribution, people outside the company, win-win. But synergy, you try to create inside the company with employees, with shareholders, with managers, with medium powered bosses, empowered bosses. Okay, so this synergy you try to create inside the company. Okay, so in the internal environment, okay, or the external environment. The internal environment. Right, and the seventh habit that Covey proposes is called the sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw. Okay, it's a metaphor. It's sharpen the saw, so it cuts better. Sharpen the saw, but the actual meaning in management is perform a self-renewal. It's self-renewal. Okay, and also a self reinvention. Okay. Reinvention. That means keep changing the strategy, the way we see things, try to keep up to date our knowledge, and given that knowledge, change our strategies. Okay, so sharpen the saw is a metaphor, of course. Okay, any doubts about this? All clear. Okay, so guys, the thing you're going to do now is you're going to read that article that I said before. It's already in your Moodle page for the subject. And you need to do this infography about that article, okay? And also remember, next week, we have the second presentation about the company we already choose, okay? We're going to have, again, 15 minutes each group. And I'm going to publish in the Moodle page the order you guys are going to be presenting, okay? I think it's the end of the class for today. So let's start doing your infographies. That's it. Thank you very much.